So what's good, y'all?
Welcome back to the Sister Friend Podcast. Thanks for joining us this week, episode 3. So basically, I'm eating ice cream right now. I've been craving so many sweet things. I know what's happening. I'm on my period. Chocolate in my pants.
Yeah, I'm in my period. What I wanted to talk about is the different phases in your period. I know it's like now like becoming like a I don't want to say like a theme or like a trend.
It's like a trend.
But like the girls are like showing you like what they look like in their ovulation phase, what they look like. I don't know the rest of the names.
This whole thing crossed my mind the other day. Like my body fluctuates in crazy ways every month.
And like my emotions, because like it's all because of the anatomy of it.
Every single week I look different. Like every day I look different.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Okay, so I started birth control, and I'm starting to...
When? I didn't know that.
I just literally started it 15 days ago. But yeah, and like, it made me feel big, bro. I'm like, am I big, bro?
I don't know if we really explained to you guys like what we do besides this.
Yeah.
So, what I do for work, I work at a vinyl listening theater right now, and I'm their junior hospitality coordinator. I'm doing that, and then also, like, obviously a student.
What's it like working at a listening lounge? Like, I don't understand. I just have, like, what is
not
the flaws? The phlegms? The qualms.
Qualms.
The phlegms.
The phlegms.
I wanted to go, but I'm like, do I talk too much to go to one? Like, you low-key have to go, and the point is to listen.
I only work with men that are above the age of, like, 40. So, like, they all are, like, really serious about this. Like, they take it, like, very seriously. And, like, me having to also, like, cultivate that, like, experience for them, for, like, our customers, like, is honestly, like, really fun. Because, like, telling people to be quiet is, like, a way for me to make people, like, remember to be present in their moment, too. Because, like, a lot of the time, like, people are just, like, on their phone or whatever, and I'm like, hey, like, are you enjoying the sounds, like, all this stuff? And, like, they're like, oh, my God, yeah, like, sorry, I was on my phone. Like, I just need to go back to being present. And I'm like, yeah.
Low-key, I didn't expect that. Like, I think that is so cool. I need to go there and just, like, even if I go alone.
So I went alone a bunch before I worked there, just to really just, like, get into, like, what it is that they're about. And I go still. Like, we can go together if you want to.
Just to sit
It's so good to just sit and listen and eat yummy food and drink yummy, yummy drinks.
All right.
So, yeah, that's what I do. What about you, Charlie?
I go to NYU. I go to acting school outside of NYU. I work at Core Power Yoga. I want to work there. I started working there 3 months ago, and I wanted to work because I really want to be an instructor. So I'm doing the teacher training very soon, starting in mid-April.
Great. So
that I can be teaching, you know, rather than working there. Can you use studio too? I'll do the right. Like, I'm bored. And then I also do tours of Manhattan's Little Italy and Chinatown. I do food tours and gangster ghost tours.
She does, though. She really does. Like, if you guys literally, like, walk around Mulberry on, like, a random, like, Tuesday afternoon, like, you might literally see Darlie with, like, a trail of tourists. Like, all European, probably.
Literally. And I do the speakeasy tours in the West Village, but most of that is just, like, me literally guiding you to and from different bars and pointing out fun facts. I don't like it also because I'm getting two hours a week now because my boss is, like, fucked and, like, started buying reviews on TripAdvisor and Viator, and he's getting us kicked off these platforms where all our bookings are. So I'm like, what the hell? And now I have to get my sightseeing license if I want to continue because it's, like, illegal what we've been doing, obviously. And it's just, like, so apt and, like, but can't wait till I just don't have to do this because I book a TV show and I could just be an actor because that's what all this stuff is for. But here's the dream is that when I'm a Pilates instructor, I'm hoping that's going to replace the tours because it'll be, I'm thinking, I'm not going to make as much though. Guys just love money. Like, I am going to be this is the thing that I like is working like an hour here and an hour there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if I teach like 3 classes a day, at Equinox there's like paying like $70 a class. So like if I just go in for the morning and just teach a few classes, I have my whole day. I want to do that. Like I need to work somewhere exquisite because Core Power only pays their teachers I think $29 an hour. Or a class, which is
class.
It's not enough. It's not enough. I'm like,
That's not enough. That's not enough if you're not like literally like busting your butt every day.
Yeah. Like when I worked at Catch Steak, like I was standing at that host desk, bored as fuck. Like, what do you do to not go like? I would just like at this point, like I would just start to bring my phone to the counter and like go on Pinterest and stuff.
The way that I guess like I get through like a good working day is like having a really good routine or like having like enough like of calm time before I go. Like eating, seeing my friends, walking around, like being outside and doing all that stuff because then I'm like, okay, time to lock in.
I have trouble feeling like this is why I do 1,000 things at once. Like this is why I always have 3 jobs at once and like am in 3 schools all the time. Like I have a trouble where I'm like, if I'm working I've worked plenty of like service and like catering jobs. I've had so many jobs in service. And it's like, okay, this is what you're doing right now. Maybe a year from now you'll be doing something different.
Exactly.
Like the patience is not within me and I need to cultivate that a little more. That's why I'm like over here applying for 1,000 jobs and like trying to get the best paying like Pilates job, the first job I have, which isn't super realistic.
Yeah.
But I'm like, girl, you're wasting time if you're not like at the most well-paying job currently at 22. But that's just not the way it has to go. Like I can just have patience.
Yeah, with like a job that like is really gonna fulfill us is not gonna happen at 22.
No,
like it's just not.
I'm like, but so
it's just not. I mean, like unless like we were like, you know, going to like a doctor's school or we were getting like a specific like.
Even now though, it wouldn't be fulfilling. It wouldn't be making the money yet.
No,
like I just have such big expectations of myself, and I have no patience.
At the bottom line, school is the only thing that really matters. Like at least to me.
Yeah.
But like having to balance like literally like so many things like is really difficult. Especially like I feel like as like in our like group and like demographic, like we all are like trying to build something that like is in like the same vein of something with like art, and I feel like that in a way like is gonna be scattered. Like it's always gonna be like not everything is gonna like work out / like you can't really like balance everything at once, or like you are balancing things but it's like so many different things happening just like to either make like ends meet or like just feel fulfilled with your own career.
Yeah,
it's hard.
But also, it's also hard to be around people who are our age and already are on like very successful career paths.
Absolutely.
Because I'm surrounded by people who I have friends at NYU, I have friends I grew up with who already had the big TV show. They already have the opportunities, and that I'm like, it's not normal actually to have like a whole career at 22. But like we are in a bubble of people who some of them. There is a balance. Some of them don't and are, you know, taking their time with things as they should. But some already are lucky enough to, like, be in that position. So it's very hard to not compare yourself. Because I literally am like, this is, I don't know. You're seeing people who already have the things and, like, can sit at home all day because they already, like, booked this thing that has them good for a few years.
Yeah.
And you're, like, at the same time as, like, good for them, and that's amazing, and I want that, and that's why it excites me. You have to understand that stuff's not normal. Like living in New York and like being in LA and growing up in these circles, it isn't normal. Even though it's like
it's literally not even close to normal.
It's helpful to see like that these things are possible and things, but they're not. Most people don't just like blow up at a very young age success-wise. So it's like
unless they like decided to do some dances in 2020, baby, like that's not happening at the moment.
No.
Like
this is the thing. Like we have to step out, and focus on the moment. Because listen, let me tell you this quick story. So, yeah, I'm Pilates certified. I got certified in LA. Do I know how to teach a class? No. I literally, if you put me in front of people, like, go teach a class, like, I just don't know how to do it because my certification was 4 days. Like, I know anatomy, I know how to cue and things, but without literally practicing for months, I'm not memorizing a whole hour-long class. I didn't know how. So, I went through one of these, like, crazy, like, sometimes I do this where I'm, like, in the middle of something, and then I'm like, wait, why are you not rich right now? What the hell? So you go and you apply to 40 jobs at once. And I did this, like, in October, it seems. And then I got an email the other week that was from this Pilates place called Physique 57. It was this place in Soho, and they, like, do bar method stuff and, like, also, like, just straight up Pilates. And they emailed me, and they were like, we saw your resume, and we think you'd be great to come audition this week as a trainer. I was like, no, what the hell? Like, I never applied for this. Turns out I did 6 months ago, and, like, applied for a front desk position, but they thought I'd be cool as a trainer because it said that I was certified. So I'm like, yo, I don't know how to teach a class yet. I need to do my next training, which is, like, a few weeks long rather than 4 days. Then I'll probably be ready, right? But then I talked to my boyfriend and I talked to Liliana, and they're like, go, you could do it. Like, you've taken up Pilates classes, you could just teach it. I'm like, I can't. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Both of them are like, just go, just do it. Like, what do you have to lose? It's just an opportunity, and if you don't get it, you don't get it, but you try, and you know what the process is like to audition and things. I'm like, fine. I stay up, like pretty late trying to memorize just, like, a little sequence, because you have to like not just, like, do it, but you have to talk through it and explain, like, as you do the steps, you have to know how to count them, and then you have to know how to tell people to articulate each part of their body and which to activate, and, like, it's a lot going on, as well as doing it to the beat of a song. Like, you're doing a lot for, like, and I just had to memorize a little something. So I'm like, fuck, I'm calling people, like, about to cry. I'm like, I can't do it, I'm not showing up tomorrow, like, I don't know how to do this and stuff. And I just practiced and memorized, like, it was, like, a scene for, like, maybe I had to do an audition for, like, let's say, like, a film or something, and they were like, you have to do a Pilates instructor thing. I just changed it in my head, and I was like, let's just pretend this is an audition, like, just memorize it and pretend you know what you're doing. So I did. The next day I went, and they put a microphone on me, and they put 5 people in front of me. I have never taught a class in my life, and I'm like, yo, what the? And they're like, okay, play your song and go. I'm like, let's.
What song did you play?
I played, like, some calm ass, like, Tame Impala shit so I could go slow. And I was, like, doing more yoga stuff, like Pilates, like, I was doing donkey kicks, and I was wanted me to do, like, a glute exercise. So I was doing it, and I was like, mind you, the girl before me does, like, she's like, her name is Jazzy, and she's like, she meets me in the hallway, and she's like, literally, she's like, have I seen you before? Do you do musical theater? I've seen you in audition. I was like, no, ma'am, I would love to do musical theater. I've not been auditioning for musical theater. I'm like, what's your name? She's like, I'm Jazzy. I'm like, bet. And I'm over here with my slow-ass yoga thing. She goes in there, and she plays, like, some EDM, like, it's freaking bright and early, too. She does some EDM stuff. She goes with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, mad energy. I was like, oh my god, I did not prepare whatever this was. And then, do you do musical theater? Have I seen you before? I was like, huh? It was so bad. Like, she went before me, and she had just taken a class there. Yeah. She had just taken a class 30 minutes before, so she knew the routine that they do. Oh my god. And I was like, oh, I'm about to be smoked out of the water. And so I do my calm shit after her, like, 5,000 millibeats per second audition. I'm like, whoa, BPM on 50,000. And I was like, whoa, like, they mic me up. I'm like, I just want to say, like, I lied and I said I'm already an instructor at Core Power Yoga. And I was like, mine is a little bit more slow pace. Just letting you know. Beginner. Yeah, they're like, let's just give us what you got, no worries. I am in there, literally, like, I'm, like, not supposed to be there. Like, what the hell? I get in there, I do my thing. I'm literally, like, probably breathing heavy hella into the mic. Because I don't know how to use a microphone. She put a headband microphone on me and attached the whole speaker to my hip legging. And I was like, oh my god, they're never going to want to see my face again after I finish it. It was so ridiculous. Oh and then they're like, okay, we're going to do a 5-minute thigh dance. Jared is going to show you how to do the thigh dance, which is your signature here, and then you're going to repeat it and do it, teach it. It was so fast. It was like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down on your knees. Like literally your thighs are on fire, and you're just to, like, do some shit with your arms. And, like, I just, like, I was like, I forgot everything he did because he did some hella shit at the bar, up, down stuff. My thighs were already on fire. Jazzy goes again, replicates it perfectly. I'm like, oh, sorry. But, like, I'm just like, girl, just do something. So I get on the bar and I'm counting. I'm like, let's go. And then I don't know how to transition into, like, the floor. So I'm like, we're going to move to the floor. We start doing a crazy thing. I'm like, can you play Yes and by Ariana? And I'm like, that's fast enough, right? So I'm doing Yes and up, down. And then I'm like, thank you. Like, and I'm like, I'm going to head out. Like, thing concluded. Like, anyway, I'm like, yo, that was, I call everyone, I call my mother, I call my boyfriend, I call Liliana, I'm like, you guys should have never sent me there. I'm so humiliated, like, it was so bad, And then I get an email the next week, like, we loved your energy, we would love to have you audition. That was literally me, I was like, is this a joke? We'd have,
I remember I saw you the next day, you were like, yeah, so I'm, like, gonna be working at this place, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. I was like, however, I was just like, yeah, this is a joke. Like, how did they like that? I think I was talking about it after, and I was like, there's only one way they're gonna call me back is if they're desperate to hire someone, and they trained me the fuck out of me. So, and that's basically what happened. And then I emailed them back, like, they were like, come audition, do thighs this time, not glute. Prepare something from thighs since you did the thighs last time. I'm like, bet. Like, they're like, take like 3 classes and then come audition. Can you come audition on this date? That date and time I had class, so I replied and I was like, sounds great. I'll come take a class this week, but during the audition period, I have class. Can we do it next week? They're like, no problem, sure. So I take the class to like start memorizing, like record it so that I can remember. And then the lady's like, who owns the place, she's like introducing me to another instructor, and she's like, she works here too, like amazing. I'm like, gag, I got totally like led on. I was like, oh, she literally is going to hire me because she said, oh, she works here too. And so it was cool. I was so excited. And then basically I emailed them to follow up a few days later about the next class I can take to start memorizing thighs, and she told me to take 3. And they're like, we're so sorry. We already moved forward with another applicant. And I'm just like, damn it. Like, I needed to move much quicker. The
freaking job market, guys, is
it's cuckoo bananas. You have to act so damn fast. No waiting.
Freaking fast. No waiting. No, like, baby, the deadline is actually the second that you get the email to apply. Like,
but let me tell you something what I learned, though, which is, like, I have to remember, like, I didn't even fucking apply for that shit. I was not, like, looking... like for I wasn't looking for this job. I didn't even know I applied to this. They emailed me randomly like I applied for front desk. Like but then they were like, no, like not they, but like God, the universe was like, why are you applying for front desk when I'm just throwing you into this. Like you can just go try to be an instructor. Like who cares? You'll learn as you go.
Right.
And that's exactly what I did. And I got this opportunity that I wasn't looking for. And that's what I try to go back to when I get so flustered into like, girl, you're not doing everything all at once all the time. Like just relax for a second, enjoy where you are, like, and things will come that are meant for you.
Exactly.
And if you feel like you're getting an opportunity that you don't deserve, it is imposter syndrome because you wouldn't have the opportunity
if you couldn't handle it.
If you couldn't do it, like
genuinely,
like
some real
even
shit.
though I didn't get it, I mean, I could have, and I wasn't looking, and like,
and it was just practice. For when you are like going to get it the next time.
Like I didn't. Realistically, that shift wasn't going to work for me. It was really early in the morning. And, like, I will find something, and it was well-paying.
Yeah.
I can find something that's even better than that. And, like, just because I don't have to do all this stuff on my own, too, is what I always try to remember. Like, the universe, God will just send me opportunities if I'm open to it. And if I get that opportunity, let's say I didn't show up to that audition and push myself, like, the universe and God, I mean, that's when it stops coming. It's when you're gonna say, no, I don't deserve it. Like, I'm not receptive to it. Like, just be receptive and just do it. And these things will continue to come because that's how the universe works. That's law of attraction. You say yes, more things like it come. If I were like, no, I can't, shut it off, that's not gonna be helpful. So when I'm applying, like, I'm just doing too much sometimes, and then I go back and I'm like, just breathe, it'll come. Like, it's actually fine for me to be, not having that many tours this week, and I can be okay with that right now. And it's like, I want to like talk about the mafia right now? Not necessarily, but is it a great opportunity to play the role of someone who's excited about this? And is it I just turn everything into a role when
It's
I get
a role.
upset about
It's a
this. Like,
role.
your life is a fucking movie. Let it be a movie.
Let it be.
Am I about to be the most excited about John Gotti I've ever been? Yeah, I'm bringing my iPad slideshow to that tour, and I'm gonna fucking own it because
Jumping for joy for John Gotti.
Jumping for joy for John Gotti. Like, I don't need to be such a hater about everything.
Jumping for joy for John Gotti. It's not like. Because being anti, then as you said, like not being receptive. Like you have to be receptive to every opportunity.
At least I have a job, you know?
Yes.
A lot of people, general, zoom out. Like, stop being such a hater. Because like, I can get negative.
Yeah.
Oh,
and when you get negative, then, baby girl, there's no room for the good stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there's no room because it's just all anti.
Yeah. That's why. I'm so anti.
Like, the other day, when I was fucking having like a luteal phase day, and I was really pissed off, and everything was going wrong, and I was just like mad. Like, the second that I changed my way of thinking, like the day got extremely better. I got to see all my friends, like it was a great day. But like, I was pissed from the beginning of the day, so then it literally like just made everything be like wrong turn, like. It's just mindset.
It's just mindset.
It's the secret.
Yeah.
Don't let it deviate. Like, stay positive. Like, stay persistent. And, like, stay focused.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be good.
Oh, I saw this thing on TikTok that was really cool. Whenever you're in a funk or something, there's this girl who's talking about what she does. Like, she just closes her eyes and imagine that she's herself in that. Like, she's, like, 80 years old. She's, like, has her dream house. And she's just in her, you know, whatever. Comfy, cozy, rocking chair or something, like 80 years old, luxury house, wherever you want to be. Everything already worked out, but you get to time travel to like you this age, this day in New York. How are you going to think? How are you going to spend it? How are you going to experience things? Like, you just get to, you know, when you open your eyes, you're there. And that just changed how I sort of feel already. Like, because you just picture everything already worked out, but you get to experience being young now, and like, that grind is different. Like, you can enjoy it a little more when you know you're going somewhere good. You're fine. We're gonna have our dream life later, but right now let's just like enjoy what it is making that happen. And like being in the moment, and like you get to experience being young. We're young. Let's not be too cynical.
It's so true though. Like, I always like. I've been talking about this with my friends like a ton. Just like how like we
in the midst of it
are literally in the midst of our 20s, like where we get to literally like we get to fuck up, we get to like get fucked up, we get to like literally like basically be like a rubber band and a sponge for like literally 10 plus years. Yeah. And like it's only one time in your life that you get to do that.
Yeah.
So you better live it. Down. Boots the house down.
I like how it always goes back to like that lesson of it all. Like it always is the same thing.
It's the lesson of it all. Like the lesson of it all. The lesson of it all.
Oh my god, my hair just pulled me all the way back. My head was up here.
We just need to find balance.
You need to find peace in the moment. I was running today for the first time outside in a long time because it's been so cold that I'll be on the treadmill and stuff, which doesn't give me the same effect mentally, because I was running and I was like on the east side on the track, and I was like, I want so badly to be finished with this lap. How am I going to, if I go much faster, then I can get to the finish point quicker. And I was like, okay, but like, why am I so results driven? Like, it's okay if this is kind of painful. Just like, I can slow down if I need to, but just keep going. Eventually you will get to that finish point. But like, to think that I'm going to go like this and just immediately be at that like satisfied place of being over with it is not realistic. I have to go through the whole thing step by step, every moment, listen to the music I'm listening to, hear what's going on, see what's happening around me, breathe. And I'll get to that place eventually, but the way my brain works is, which is all of us a lot of the time, but I notice with myself a lot, I'm like, just results. Like I don't have like an amazing, huge TV show right now. Why can't I get there? Oh, because you need a few months to like finish acting school. Yeah. You need to prepare a reel, and you have to apply to get an agent. There's steps.
You have to build up your portfolio. You have to build up like your repertoire.
I'm on my way though. I'm not sitting doing nothing. Exactly. It's just not here yet because I'm on my way.
And some people don't really have to do that.
Do all that.
They can just like get right to the finish line. But what's like the
That's
value
not
in it?
exactly. Like, what do you even have to really bring to a scene if you've not experienced life?
Exactly.
Like you have so much to offer in the journey. Like I just need to sit with that, and that's okay, and all is really well. Like I got to get back into meditating and things because that's how my brain starts to understand things. Is when I'm like able to sit with myself and come to these realities and trust things bigger than myself. I get too caught up in like I gotta make it happen. I gotta make it happen. That's like, not true. Because the things that I've gotten in life, they come through something else. Like how did I get to the acting school I'm at? I didn't go look for it myself. Someone told me how awesome it was. It aligns like perfectly when you just let go of control.
Yeah, let go of the control of it.
Because I don't need to control anything. Like it'll come. That's the truth. And it's like it's just the truth that I know. So let me chill out. I'ma chill out. I can ride whenever we on me. Pop another ride and it on me. I down when it down on me. I down it down on me. Put it down on me. Put it down on me. So we have to stay focused in this way. Like we have to understand this truth.
And I think that we are like in comparison to like, because I think it just like I think about like how fortunate we are also to like be in a place like New York where like it is hustle fucking central.
Yeah.
And also like we are raised by freaking hustlers, so like we know like that is just like it's like just the bottom line. It's a definition of like the type of women that we are. There is like so many opportunities that we gain from literally just being in the places that we're like where our feet are at. And then in addition like to having the emotional intelligence to be like present in those moments. It's like
I'm thinking about everything
so
I've
awesome.
gotten. Like when I worked at Catch, like did I hate it? I kind of did sometimes, but I had awesome people that I met. I'd be sitting at the desk and like I meet actors sometimes, and like I still remember the name of this like acting coach this one guy told me to go to. And he's really great for on-camera work. He does like 3-day workshops. His wait list is crazy. But eventually like I got on, the guy said, and I'm here in New York just like, because it's just a little chit chat I was having with him. I was like, oh, are you like visiting New York or anything? Like this like, what are you doing here? And we just started talking, and like he gave me the name of this guy, Bobby Krakauer, who works with everyone, he says. And just little things that might be helpful for my career later on, like that I think I'm getting nothing out of these jobs and stuff, but I'm always meeting people, and like that is genuinely valuable. And it doesn't matter who they are, but like they can further your career or not, but like interactions are important.
And New York is like literally abundant with that. Like you literally like you're literally always like, I've been saying this recently a lot, like you're always like 2 people away from like meeting the person that like changes your life or something like that. Or like even if it's 5 people, like you're gonna meet like the first, the second, the third, and then you're gonna ultimately meet the 5th. Yeah. It just literally is like time and place. But New York is literally the best place to be. So mind you. So thank you guys for watching. We love you and we really appreciate you. Comment down below other topics you'd like us to discuss. Comment down below like your favorite jobs that you've had so far, and how you balance work and also social life. Yes. That's important, and that's basically the topic of this episode, I would say. Yeah, I would say. Alright. We love you, and don't forget to subscribe down below. Alright. Bye. Bye.